Hello everyone, and welcome back to Uncomplication. This is going to be an interesting video. We are going to get a little more intimate. You're going to know me a little better, and I hope that this is valuable to you. I enjoy this channel and I enjoy this this space because I am coming on these videos hopefully to deliver what is most valuable in the moment. And for me, in the last couple days, I have had a radical shift in my perception of my life, my involvement in cryptocurrency, and in the same way that a lot of you found value in the predictive power of something like a Wyckoff distribution, understanding this bigger picture and having some sort of forewarning of things that were coming. This video is very much in that spirit. I called this video The True Cost of Crypto because it has become apparent to me in these last few days that the cost of our activities in this space go far beyond the balance we have in our wallets, the gains and losses we have of the investment we put in. In this space, you invest a lot of yourself. And I know that for you watching, you're in a different place than me. We have different experiences. I am married. I've been with my partner 13 years. We're married for 13 years. We've been together longer than that. And I have 2 kids. And so crypto for me started out as a way that I could play this game and win it for the betterment of my people, taking care of myself and my family. And I saw this as a way that we could take our meager savings and the value we had available to us and put it into this narrative, this exciting space, feeling smart, feeling ahead of the curve, to ultimately provide more opportunity. You know, the idea of not having to work so hard and to have that money come in through a means that is not putting your life's work into something that you might not be super passionate about. It's hard to go out and spend so much of your time in the world working for money. And so having this opportunity to just generate wealth and following this narrative and just this crazy roller coaster this year of, I remember being up at night, like just crunching numbers of like, where could I pull money from? And what would that mean if Bitcoin went from, 30,000 to 220,000? And that greed that I've spoken a lot about on this channel, over time, I think it shifted my focus on this being for the betterment of my people, and it became this obsession. I've been really obsessed, and I've learned a lot. I've made a lot of friends. I thoroughly enjoy this space. There are things about it, if you've watched my other videos, that I am absolutely enamored by. The potential and power of these technologies to actually change life for the better. But that comes, I think, more from the advancement and the use than the thinking this is a place that we're going to be able to just put money in and get 100 times that out. So what I'm trying to say here is that we have all, in some way, spent our time while being in this market flip-flopping between these extremely powerful emotions of fear and greed. That's what drives this market. And those are such powerful levers in the human experience. Buddhist philosophy is all about liberation from fear and desire. These are huge concepts. And if you've been participating in crypto for any stretch of time, those feelings have been strong in your experience of life. And I remember days picking my kids up from school and walking home with them and not even being able to like listen to them, just being so angry and short and just, fearful in these times when things were not going so well with my, crypto accounts. And other times where I was just like, feeling so smart and clever and excited to share all of my, spreadsheets tracking, how much unrealized gains had been generated from these like crafty manipulations of portfolios and trading things. And I just see now, after the experience I've had over the last couple days, where I essentially had a near-life experience with my partner of, like I said, a long stretch. She has been so supportive of me in this experiment. And what ultimately became the disconnect was not the money, was not the fear of losing really important aspects of our savings, our kids' college funds, our home equity line of credit and stimulus checks, everything that I put into this market, tens and tens of thousands of dollars. It was never about that. It was about how much I was absent from my life. And so, like I said, with the Wyckoff distribution that really generated a lot of buzz around this channel, that was a forewarning of how patterns play out. And I'm here now giving you this gentle but here's Luna, this gentle but sincere cautionary tale from my own experience, that if you stop and zoom out and look at your life in the big picture, I would wager that there are patterns that have formed that you might not even be aware of that will, on a long enough timeline, cause some real pain. Our investment in this space is so much bigger than the dollars we put into it. We put ourselves into this. And the things that we stand to lose are staggering. Losing your family's wealth, that's one thing. The chain of connections and consequences that stem from that, and the inattention to the other parts of our lives that come from the type of focus that is really required to participate in a day-to-day space, in this space, has some really profound effects on the patterns that we're in. And so I'm speaking directly to my friends in this space. I am speaking directly to all of you in whatever place you are, to look at that zoomed out perspective, not just of Bitcoin, not just of crypto, but of you yourself. And I invite you to look at where patterns might be forming that will cost you things that you do not want to lose. And what does this mean? How does this play out? For me, it meant taking time away. I have not been following prices. I've not been following YouTube. I have not been making videos. I have been utterly present in my life over the last 3 days. Initially because I had to, because it was urgent and it was the building up of things over months and months and months. But I put my attention there, and I was able to rediscover it sounds cliche, but to rediscover what I had invested here and where my value really was. And so one of the things I did, and this is hard to admit on a channel where I have a very positive outlook on crypto on the long term, from the technical side, the fundamental side, and even the sentimental cycles. This is an incredibly powerful and exciting space for innovation and for long-term wealth growing. The people that succeed in this space are not the ones that jump in during a bull market, a markup phase, and just happen to get lucky and sell to the next fool before the whole thing crashes down. The people that are truly successful in this space, one, they spend a lot of time here. but two, they have found a balance, and they have found ways to insulate themselves, mitigate that risk, and to never put in more than they're willing to lose at a certain time. And that is both in money, and that is in true life value. What are you willing to put into this? And how far are you going to go? And so for me, I suddenly am speaking to an audience of tens of thousands of people in these videos. And I want to help in any way that I can, teach you how to fish, teach you the things that I've learned. Technical analysis, fundamental analysis, looking at patterns, understanding the psychology behind the market. That's a passion of mine. I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to continue to share that. But I'm adamant that this channel is about uncomplication, and crypto is about the most complicated thing imaginable. I think that's why this channel has found such an audience. We need some reminders. We need the ability to step away for a while. We need to remember that there is more than just our money in this, that truly we are putting a lot of ourselves into this. And if we are not willing to crash in our own lives, it is worth those types of assessments. So what have I done, and what potentially could you do? Everyone is in a different place. Some of you are probably really experienced traders, and this is all just you probably have learned these lessons. So take this all with a grain of salt. But I know there are a lot of people watching this who got in recently and who have been on this ride and might be where I was even a few days ago, of not fully understanding the true implications of my obsession. And so to pause, to truly pause, to step away and put 100% of your focus into your family or yourself, truly yourself first, into yourself. Are you happy? Are you taking care of yourself? Where are you putting your focus? Where you put your focus expands. And is this expanding in ways that make you happy? And if not, think about that. The relationships around us are huge. And even if it seems okay, it seems like it's in balance, it seems supportive, that was my wake-up call, is that my partner didn't care about the money so much. It was who I was. It was how I was acting. It's where I was focused. It was what I was seeing and not seeing. And so taking some time to really see my life, my people, my relationships, and to reinvest there. The last couple days have been very, very difficult, but the reward is already so great to reinvest that time and attention into the things that really matter. I also sold some crypto, not because of the technicals, not because of the fundamentals, but because I recognized that until I took some level out, I was not going to be able to step away in the capacity that I wanted. And I'm not leaving crypto. I am so excited about this space. I'm excited about this channel. I'm excited about other projects like the Crypto Garden and things that we're doing. But there has to be a balance. And I'm speaking directly to my friends and others that I know in this space. We have to have time for other things too. So, like I said, this is a very different video. I know it's going on long here, and I don't know how it's going to be received, but this is, bar none, the most valuable thing that I think I could be saying to you right now. I just lived through a intensely difficult period of reawakening to the things in my life. And crypto was not the only thing that was part of these patterns, but it's a big enough piece that it warrants assessment. And I do believe, and I do intend to continue down this path of finding the way that we can uncomplicate this thing that we're all doing. There are ways, I believe, to step beyond the fear and the greed cycle and get to the real heart of this space, and to support projects that have an incredible future, and to benefit not just in our own, being paid for not working, just putting the money in and expecting something out, but actually supporting the people and projects through the economics of this space. And I'm talking, about, staking coins. I'm talking about educating others and helping people like understand where the real danger lies, where the slippery slope lies, and where there is this opportunity, not to 100x your money, not to get rich overnight, but to be an early mover in a really exciting and a space that's full of potential. So I'm going to leave it there. I know this is a little bit long. I hope that you found value in this, but that's my message right now. Think about the true cost of crypto in your life, and maybe don't even do that alone. Do that with your friends. Do that with your relationships. Do that in whatever way that you need, but get that zoomed out perspective on your life and see how this fits in, and start investing more of yourself into better places. And I know that we collectively, as a community of people in this space, will be able to make such powerful strides from that kind of a foundation. It's just like a chart pattern. We've been in a free fall in the red candles all the way down, and we're looking for the bottom. Where's the bottom come in? Well, in your life, you can either hit that bottom and it hurts, or you can see that bottom coming and you can reinvest into some things that are moving up while crypto is moving down. So I thank you all so much for all of the wonderful feedback and participation in this experiment for me. I will continue to be here. I will continue to talk about crypto, but I will be staying true to the message of this channel. Uncomplication. Let's uncomplicate this thing so that it doesn't destroy us, because there is that potential. And there's a lot to be excited about, but as many of us have felt, being chained to a wheel of fear and greed is going to change you. It already has. So thank you. I know this is kind of like, very on the nose, but this was the video that I had to make and had to put out in the world. And yeah, until next time, cheers.